Why did I start this again? Oh my god. Okay, I'm a bit late to this game, and I just started doing a little sketch because I wanted to do something, but I thought, why not record it while I draw? This is a little nerve-wracking actually, but I just wanted to talk. Not really. I guess it's just more I'm a little late to the game about reviewing 2020, and really it's just a matter of, well, I agree with what most people have said. It really sucked. 2020 was a horrible year, not like for everyone, in some degree and form, and like despite it being like the whole I guess pandemic being a major player in most of this, there were other things as well that, you know, made 2020 a horrible year for everybody. Now, everyone knows that I hail from Australia, so really at the end of the day, it's like I don't know how badly our country, I guess, suffered 2020, but I guess from a personal perspective, a lot of things happened with me in 2020, and it has reflected quite a lot about, well, how terrible it has been, but also how lucky I've also been as well in 2020. It was a very contradicting year, I'd say, when I think about it. This is also a first for me to try and draw and sketch something like this while I'm talking. It's a bit of a multitasking thing. I'm kind of the person that once I set my mind on something, I'm like, it's like, you know, like blinkers on a horse, or I guess, you know, tunnel vision. I just keep concentrating on the one thing. So this is kind of a first for me to try and record something decent, I guess. Well, how should I start 2020? Well, the channel's been alive, still surviving, I guess, ever since September, I think. So sometime around there, this channel was born in 2019, somewhere near the 2/3 mark of 2019. And if I had to review something of that like during that time frame, it's how much it boomed during that time and how huge it's grown since then. And for me, it was surprising, actually. Like, you know, I wasn't really happy with my 9 to 5. I really needed to figure out a way of exploring, I guess, my creativity. I'm the kind of person that really loves the creative process, how to go about the creative process, which is probably why I believe I've tried to sustain keeping up with this channel over a year. And it was amazing. Like, within the span of the end of 2019, I naively started a Discord server. Of course, if all of you would like to join the Discord server, the link for it is in the description down below. Otherwise, I will probably pop something up somewhere on this screen and you'll know where it is. But I naively started a Discord server, which in turn now has grown so much since then. I still consider it a small Discord server. Like, I'm not big, but it's just amazing how many people have, you know, decided to wander into the server and just chill out with me and now my growing mod team, who I am extremely grateful for keeping up with the madness sometimes that happens in there. I know I'm going to say this, like, there's a lot of people who are OGs of the server, I guess, because they, it's like they reminisce everything that happened in 2019, and it was such a whirlwind in 2019. Like, my goodness, the amount of people that I've met, the amount of people that I've spoken to, got to know over the course of those few end of months of 2019 was astounding. I always say this, it was astounding. But we're not talking about 2019, we're talking about 2020. I guess the reason why I needed to talk about 2019 is partly because it's a context for how 2020 is going to turn around. I won't get into too much detail about a lot of things that happened at the beginning of 2020. I think it's not something that's needed to be discussed, but there was just a lot of drama, I guess, that happened during the beginning of 2020. And, you know, it came and went. I don't know how I feel about it now. I guess I'd have to say that, well, it's happened, so it's happened. 2020 was a blast. Both good and bad, or not so great, I guess. But it was a blast. And I guess it kind of, when you think about it, now that I think about it, it kind of set what 2020 was going to be like. Now, of course, like for me as an Australian, 2020, we rocked into 2020 with countless bushfires. Our air quality was actually really, really bad at the end of 2019, that we were told to wear masks when we walk out so then we don't breathe in the smoke that was traveling around, near where I lived. And I know there were like a lot there was quite a few decent people on Discord who came up and messaged me wondering if I was going to be okay. They've heard about the smoke, about how bad it was during the time. And, I feel really grateful that, a lot of people actually reached out to me and wondered if I was okay. I'm not saying that in a way like, oh, I feel loved and everything. No, it's just, it came as a surprise that people from across the world, and I wasn't even a really big YouTuber. I just did stuff, and they asked if I was okay, and it was actually really endearing to hear that from someone across the world wondering if I was alright. But we walked into, Australia walked into 2020 with bushfires. And then I think by February we walked into 2020 with torrential rain, and, after bushfires with all the dry and the heap and the soil, we ended up having a lot of flooding in the regional areas. So for a lot of people around there, it was very difficult to get around as well. I know I'm kind of starting off on a bad note, but I guess I'm kind of going through it chronologically, with 2020, reviewing everything, but, it's kind of like that. Well, the one, I guess, now that I think about it, was actually really scary. Even though I enjoyed my time in March, I went to a convention because I was able to cosplay. I believe Shinso was at the time I wanted to cosplay. I really like the guy. And so I was going around in crowded areas. I think it was early March, and this was actually, again, before the whole COVID pandemic thing happened. like, I guess it was going around that was happening in China, but you know, it never reached our shores yet. And lo and behold, I think it was around late March to early April where we were told we're all going on lockdown. It's come to our shores. No one's allowed to leave their apartments or houses, or you just don't leave your room. And it was actually really scary when I thought about it, because like I was surrounded by so many people who were enjoying, you know, a good time at a convention, and you know, in the city, you know, where everyone, you know, congregates. When you think about it, it was really scary. But dodged a bullet. I was fine. Everyone was fine. We just had a huge lockdown throughout all the countries during that beginning of the year. And, well, it's always the pandemic. That's a huge thing that happened in 2020. It sucked so bad. And the YouTube channel, in a way, I guess, was my saving grace during that time. It helped me, you know, still keep myself being creative, and it still helped me, like, you know, become a little more, I guess, accountable for everything that's going on. But yeah, I think during March and April, when, you know, everything hit, we all had to be indoors. We couldn't even go and celebrate my sister's birthday during that time because she lived in a different state. We couldn't do anything about it either. So, you know, when special occasions like that happen, but you get hindered because of this pandemic, it sucks. It just sucks so bad. Still, I'm really going on the really bad things. I guess it's because I just want to talk about the downside of 2020, then try to be uplifting before we start into 2021. But, you know, a lot of personal things happened as well. Some things I will not get into. I did make a video actually just discussing my feelings about an event that occurred, I think for me around, it was July. I think the video came out in August or September. I don't remember which month. It was me processing my feelings about, I did lose a family member during this year. And the problem was that they live overseas. So of course with this pandemic, we couldn't go and visit them. We couldn't be a part of the ceremonies and everything. And it's difficult, and it's so hard, and like it's so hard to, you know that this has happened. Like like they're not across the other side of the world. They're actually really, really close. But of course, because COVID, you can't travel, you can't go anywhere. It's really difficult. So I know that there is a video actually on my channel where it was me trying to process all this while still keeping in line with my content. And yeah, I mean, I'll always keep saying this, 2020 just sucked. 2020 also, like, pandemic, social issues, world politics, I guess, aside. We're not gonna get into the nitty-gritty of that. I don't think that's necessary. I did get a little personal myself, but all of that aside, it's actually taught me a lot. I think it's actually taught me a lot more about how I can be a better content creator for YouTube. Like, if we have to focus on this channel, I just stopped drawing, I just realized this. If we had to focus more on this channel, I've I found something, like, for me, I guess I found what my voice really should be. And people would have noticed, I think it was since June, I slowly started to create my own content, as in, I guess, my own writings, my own little universes. As you can see here, I've started to pick up drawing and art a little more nowadays. Like I did draw. I used to like sketch and draw so much years and years and years ago, but I guess I almost lost touch of that over the years because, of course, real life. I need, you know, real life and real things and all that. But now I've just kind of fallen back in love with it again, and I guess you'll probably see them up on screen eventually, but like I actually did look through the art pieces on certain characters that I've drawn. Of course, they're all my heroes for this at this stage, but like over the course of like half of 2020, and it's amazing how much I've actually grown during that time. How much I've actually started, I guess, putting myself back into that artistic, into drawing again, I guess. And well, as you can see here, I just wanted to do something to celebrate 2020, just to celebrate us coming back into it again. Found a bit of my voice. I wouldn't say I've totally found it, but I have found it. And I guess you'll be seeing a lot more content like that, and a lot more content like that, like setting up, I guess, grounding and foundation for a lot of things. And 2021, I'm hoping to just push a bit of the boundaries and bring in something different. But that's the thing with the YouTube channel, I just love the creative process. As much as I try to schedule myself and I want to, upload it for a scheduled date because I know this is the scheduled date and scheduled time I have, I should actually I'm focusing more on trying to, I guess, work on things that I'm proud of, work on stories that I'm proud of writing and that I'm happy with, and that when I do record and edit it, I enjoy the process along with it. There has been times I had suffered a bit of burnout, but I guess this is why I enjoy doing this. Like, I will just draw some art on the side if I get burnt out writing. I guess at the end of the day, my YouTube channel is a YouTube channel. Like, a lot of things did happen in 2020 in a sense. I quit my job, I guess, in September. I now freelance quite a bit, so I'm kind of, in a way, I've kind of learnt how I like to work or how I like to get around in the world. I guess it made me understand a bit more about how I want to approach this channel. I've already watched a few 2020 wrap-ups from a lot of YouTubers already. But I kind of agree with most of them in the sense that, in a way, it's kind of like I would prefer to work on a video that I am proud of, and that I'm proud of in the process and in uploading everything, but not just uploading it just for the sake of actually uploading a video. I guess in a way, 2020 also highlighted to a lot of people, and a lot of people on Discord do agree with this, is that I need to actually stop sometimes. Like, a lot of people on Discord have actually told me, please go to sleep. We know you're awake. Please sleep. Please look after yourself. Don't push yourself too hard. Stop working. And I usually refuse. And I know I mentioned a few times before, I don't know, I don't think I've mentioned it on a live stream. If I have, you can correct me. But like, the mantra about, you know, if you enjoy something, you'll never work a day in your life. I kind of agree with a few YouTubers who have already stated this now. That's actually untrue. At first I thought it was, and I guess it was my 2019 high when I just didn't realize I was going to have so many people subscribe to this channel when I started. But now that a year has passed, I kind of do reflect back on it, and it's like, because I agree with, okay, so I watch Crank gameplays. Okay, I just dropped that. I watch Crank gameplays, and I know that I agree with his sentiment when he said, if you find something you enjoy, you will just keep working. Because like, and I think he's also the one who said, and I agree with his sentiment too, being a content creator isn't actually a work, it isn't actually work, it's actually a lifestyle. It's actually the way you will go about your day to day. You will always think about making something for the channel. You will always think about working for the channel. It is a lifestyle. 2020 has actually highlighted that for me quite a lot, because like I will always, I guess since the solstice video, I've always just been focused on making content for the video, despite me working. And me working is like clocking off, I guess, thinking about the channel. Once I stopped work, my mind was back onto the channel, and all I did was just the channel. That's all I did. That's all I focused on. For me, I'm practically a homebody, and I actually feel better inside my house rather than outside. I feel more, I guess in a way, I feel more energized when I'm in my own creative bubble. But that doesn't mean that me staying inside all the time is a good thing. I have learned that I do need to step out, take a breath of fresh air, do something different, like just to keep like something different happening while I'm, sorry about that, but just to keep something different happening. And what Discord has taught me, and I know I'm going on tangents so much, it's that Discord has taught me, please just take a break. Please don't burn yourself out. Don't overwork yourself. And I guess that is true in a sense. It's very, very true. Like, I feel like, I do need to take breaks. I do need to stop and, look out for myself in a way. I just have to, I guess, like, there's a bit of soul searching that needs to be doing. I'm not really one to go out and make friends, I guess. Make friends, what am I saying? I'm really not one that, I don't ever go out and enjoy myself sometimes. I guess it's partly because, well, I just prefer to stay in. I prefer to just be here, in my room, making art, making something, making anything. That's what I'd like to do. I like to be consistent in this way. It does burn out sometimes, but like, I enjoy doing this. I really do. Still, I guess that's what 2020 has taught me. I have to have some self-care. I have to, enjoy things for myself. I just need to do things that is just for me. So, in a way, 2020's taught me that I just need to look out. I just need to take some time for myself. I guess that's what it is. stop working, actually get some proper sleep, because I don't have the greatest sleeping patterns. And, you know, just do things for me. I guess that's what it is. Don't know how I got to that train of thought anyway. 2020's just been a lot of ups and downs. There's a few people I would like to mention as well, especially in regards to Discord. Discord's just been a huge thing this year for me. Partly because I've gotten to know a few people on the server. Oh wait, actually it does remind me of a few things. I remembered asking for like some content for April Fools, and a lot of you have actually come through with all of that, which is amazing. It's like, especially because I was still working a full-time job at the time and I had no content, and a lot of you pulled through for that. It was just one simple ask and I wasn't expecting a lot to come, but you guys are amazing for sending through all of that. And yeah, you can all view the April Fool's videos still up on the channel, all offered from people from Discord, which is fantastic. The people from Discord have just been, I guess, a good influence for the channel in some way or form. It's like I got to know you guys without having to get to know you by just the comments. Although I have gotten used to recognizing people over the comments. Yes, I do review my comments, except it's just there's not a lot of time for me to go through and answer a lot of them or anything. But it's just been fantastic. I think it's just been great knowing that there is a space where people can actually reach out and communicate, enjoy each other's company, that kind of thing. And even just recently we just hit 2K, and that was that last live stream that I had. So it's like, it was amazing. I think it was just great. I hate scary games. Anyway, other than that, yeah, people, my mod team, the growing mod team has been nothing but extremely supportive about what's going on. They've been very vigilant about the channel, about the server as well, which I'm very, very gracious for. I can't always keep up with all the energy and madness that happens there, and they're the ones that are able to do that. Again, like, I'm just very grateful for them to be there, and they've been nothing but amazing, 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 amazing people. Speaking of Discord though, I do want to thank one person who helped me start it all, and that was Ave. Ave was the very first admin. She's still an admin on the server, but like, she's the one who helped me start up the server when I naively decided to start one up and not realize what I was doing. She reached out to me, and you know, I think ever since then it's just been like, she's just been supporting every now and then, reaching out, saying, asking if I'm okay. She's just been extremely lovely, and I feel like this Discord server would not have actually been started or grounded if not for her, and that was amazing. I also do want to thank previous admin of mine who's I think he's left the server since December. That would be Donut. Donut has actually helped the server's ground rules. He's kind of made the processes. He's kind of started the setup of everything there. So I'm very grateful for that too, and that's just absolutely, you've helped us out so much in that regard. So that's really, really great. So the mod teams that are currently there, the entire mod team, I would go name by name, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to just list you on the side here somewhere. But you guys have helped us, helped out the service so much, and the fact that you have stayed for this long, considering what 2020 was like, is absolutely amazing. And you know, you guys deserve the world, I think. Like, you, part of me just feels really bad that you are still in this server and you haven't left yet. And I was like, why are you still here? But, you know, that's just me. I will always say that all the time. I just think you are more deserving of other things other than looking after this server. But thank you so much. You've just been amazing, amazing, amazing people. Well, other than just me trying to multitask a lot of things right now, 2020, despite it being sucky, has helped out creatively for artists and myself alike. Has helped out, like, you know, the community a little. It's just a lot of you just decided to listen to the channel, I think, because of everything that's going on. And for me, I just feel like the fact that you listen to my content and alone is, I'm so thankful for that, and that you're still hanging around listening to stuff irregardless of what kind of content it is, because I do kind of branch off to other things that I want to do. Like, Halloween's like one of my favorite holidays, so of course I would do stuff for Halloween. And you know, I love Christmas. I just love those big kind of holidays, especially, well, since I'm in Australia, that's what I mean, but I do love those big kind of holidays. And you know, I'm just so happy in a way for anyone who still wants to listen to my content, for anyone who's still hanging around, I guess. Like, I'm extremely happy that you're enjoying everything that I put out. And I know I said this ages ago, but I am hoping in a way to make more things in the new year, which does tie into the self-care thing, because I am finally, you know, enjoying my time. I'm finally being a slight, I guess, I don't know, I don't like using the term weeb, but I guess I'm going to enjoy my time being a weeb, catch up on some shows finally, and you know, just enjoy everything. I do want to just finish this piece of art right now. I thought I'd be able to finish it before I finished my ranting. If I get this artwork done, I'm going to actually have a look into what people on Discord have written in that event channel. maybe it was better that way.